I don't appreciate your interference. She's still on a report.
It's all right, Joan. I can make out a report too.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Can I help you?
I'm looking for Sarah.
Oh, you must be Alan.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll get her. Sarah? Hi.
Hi.
Well, kids, let's see if we can scrounge up for lunch, huh?
It's awful, Alan. And I'm stuck here.
I wish there was something I could do.
There is. What about you?
My father's still giving me a hard time.
About me?
What else?
You should stand up to him.
I have. He keeps saying that, well, he got me out of trouble with you once, and I'd be better off staying away.
Don't do that. Don't stay away.
Miss Ferguson also reports that you're insubordinate.
If that means I have something to say, she's right.
What did you have to say?
When you said we were showing the baby to the others?
Is that all?
No. I said she was behaving like the school bully.
Yes, well, that more or less confirms Miss Ferguson's report. I would advise you to watch your step in future.
So what happens now?
Oh, you can consider yourself officially reprimanded. As far as I'm concerned, that's the end of things.
Thanks, Mrs. Powell. It's really...
I would, however, warn you that the light nature of the reprimand on this occasion is not licensed for similar behaviour in the future. Is that clear?
Yes, Mrs. Powell.
Then don't forget it.
You know, explorers on the top of mountains drink rum to keep warm.
So you said.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not an explorer. There's no rum left.
I reckon you've taken enough to keep out the cold.
Oh, no, I haven't. I think of Melissa, I get cold all over. I want to drink a toast.
Well, not to Melissa Tone.
Why not?
She's not here. And you said yourself she won't be back.
Well, who is here then? You are. Well, I'll drink a toast to you then.
She meant it.
I do. Here's to Maxie. You wouldn't run off and leave me, would you, Maxie?
No, Tony.
Good. You are staying, aren't you?
If you want me to.
I do.
All right, then. Well, let's get you into bed. Come on, up you go.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Come on. Buttons first.
You're a good mate, Maxie. You're a good mate.
Hi, Tone.
Look at that. Oh, yeah. Freaks in the kitchen, it's a revenge on the workers. Wish I could work out some revenge on her. Oh, here's someone who'll agree with that. Agree with what? Fixing the freak.
As long as it's permanent.
Only took us 6 months to work out what a mongrel the freak was.
Chrissy, she had me over a barrel. I mean, I had to do what I was told.
Yeah?
She did it to everybody. To me, to Chrissy.
Chrissy? What did she ever do to you, apart from rearranging your face?
Well, that $2,000 she did you out of.
Fill her up yourself, Fields. Chrissy never had that sort of dough.
She did.
Shut up, Fields.
Well, what's going on here? Just a little personal disagreement, Mrs. Morris.
Yes, well, you can take out your personal disagreements on the sheets and the towels. Now get a move on, come on.
Since your last hearing, Mrs. Smith, we've given your case a lot of consideration. Unfortunately, you compounded your problems on a previous parole, and by a very serious crime at that.
That was a long time ago, sir.
Nevertheless, it's pertinent to this hearing. And a second murder, a premeditated murder, no matter how long ago, is always relevant. Now, what happened?
That all came out at the trial, sir.
Well, perhaps not all. Perhaps not the way you felt.
My husband was a... Well, he neglected our young daughter. She died of an overdose.
But this sort of thing happens in quite a lot of families. Young people gain access to drugs with no blame accruing to either of the parents.
He didn't do a thing to stop her. He didn't try to help her. Nothing. He just let her die. His own daughter. My daughter.
That does not alter the fact that what you did was very wrong.
You asked me what my feelings were, sir.
Yes, I did.
Well, that's what they were at the time.
Have they changed?
No, not basically. But I have. I've had a lot of time to think. I know what I did was wrong. And since I've been away this time, all the people, the memories, and the associations have slipped into the past. If you'll just look at my record, I think you'll find it's very different.
I see. Well, perhaps if you'll give us a few minutes.
Of course.
Ah, g'day. Wasn't expecting you.
No, I can see that.
Tony's not home.
No, I can see that too.
Melissa, I thought... Well, you know what I thought.
You gave me a pretty fair idea of that yesterday. I realise now how seriously you do take your job 24 hours a day.
Do you?
I realise better than you can expect.
So I drank myself stupid last night for nothing.
I spent a sleepless night, sober, yet thinking things over, and, well, this morning I realised I did have some genuine feelings for you.
Good.
And I shouldn't let that interfere too much with your career. That's why I went over to your flat this morning. Now I know how your 24-hour-a-day devotion works in practice.
Look, it wasn't like
I
that.
know exactly what it was like.
There have been a good many charges against you since your last parole. What do you have to say to that?
I think you'll find that's true of most long-term prisoners, sir.
To some more than others, perhaps? Tell me about your stint as a journalist.
Well, I had the opportunity to put forward a point of view that people out there don't have.
And you feel you used that privilege wisely?
Not always. Sometimes, maybe I did get a bit carried away with my own point of view.
Something which may not always be acceptable to the people out there.
You can hardly blame me for using phrases like that, sir. I've lived with them for so long.
But they do underline the degree of adjustment you'll have to go through if parole is granted.
Yes.
You're an intelligent woman, Mrs. Smith. I'm sure you realise that we don't go into such great detail in all the hearings. Some we get through very quickly. Usually those in which we see no hope of parole being granted. Now let's proceed.
What do you want? We reckon you were holding out on us.
Well, what do you mean?
You seem to know an awful lot about a lot of people's business.
My money, for instance?
Yeah, well, I didn't know it was meant to be a secret.
How come Ferguson never touches you?
I lost my remission. What do you call that?
I call that Ferguson's way of keeping a good thing going. Anyone else would have got a punch in the guts.
And we reckon there's only one way that could happen. You've got something on her, haven't you?
Right, you bitch. What is it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What is it?
Nothing.
Come on, who told you?
Nobody.
Oh, well, if no one told you nothing, how come you know?
Bet she's got something out of Ferguson's file.
Right, that's it. What is it feels we want it?